Today is my very first day delivering with the Waitr app. Now, somebody recommended on my other video, they left a comment that I check out Waitr. I signed up today and I'm actually delivering today. I only signed up like an hour ago. It was the fastest sign up process that I have done. And I just selected my first offer, so I'm going to head to the restaurant in a minute here and pick that up. Now, one of the first things that I found out almost immediately after starting is that Waitr is actually the same as Bite Squad. They must have recently been acquired, so it's now the same app. As I mentioned, the sign-up process was quick and easy for me. They ask for stuff like a driver's license. They want to know where you're located. They want to do a quick background check, but I think my background check was already covered by another app. So that enabled me to just get on the road quickly. I think they're kind of in a pinch for hiring drivers. Keep that in mind. If you are yourself in a pinch and you need a gig, Waitr / Bite Squad, they're going to hire people on quick. But let's take a look at what this app actually looks like as a driver. So here is my first order. It's from Moe's Southwest Grill. I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like when it popped up as an offer. I do have a couple of issues with how this offer was shown to me and the amount of information that I saw. I wasn't given a map or an address of the customer. I was given an address of the restaurant that I'm picking up from and an estimated delivery time at 14 minutes, an $8 delivery. It kind of hits my threshold for acceptable. Hopefully it actually clocks in at 14 minutes because I don't know where I'm dropping this off at, but I'm going to be optimistic and assume that the information I'm getting from the Waitr app is actually accurate, and I'm going to be able to wrap this up quickly. We'll see here. I'm actually gonna just start driving now, and then I'm gonna fill you guys in on the more offers that pop up and how the app's working out. I'm gonna show you guys that interface, what I'm gonna be getting paid, and we'll walk through how often you get paid, stuff like that, as I do these deliveries. So stay tuned if you've been curious about what it's like to work with Waitr or Bite Squad, because we're gonna figure out all of that tonight driving. Okay, so now that I've headed into the restaurant and picked up that order, I can go into the app, verify I have all of the items, which I do, and I'm gonna head back out to my car. Yes, that's the FJ Cruiser there with the surfboard on top. Gotta be ready to hit the beach when I'm done working. I'm gonna look in the app to navigate to the customer's address. And as you can see here, it's only about 2 miles away, 6 total minutes, so not as bad as I was thinking. And this $8 offer is suddenly kind of on the fringe of worth it or not. I'm gonna keep delivering here and see if I can better figure out the system to make sure I know up front, you know, if these offers coming through are gonna be worth my time. But for the time being, it looks like it is. So let's keep rolling with this. I will update you once I drop off that offer to the customer. Okay, so that first order was successfully completed. When I drop it off, there's a little button that I click to make sure I've dropped off the entire order and the customer has received it, and then I can move on to continue accepting offers. I got a quick email from Bite Squad letting me know that my background check is still in process. I get to deliver while that's being processed, which makes a little bit more sense, but it is cool that they do that to make the onboarding process quicker. Almost as soon as I went back to delivering, I received another offer for exactly $8. It looks about the same. The total delivery time is about 13 minutes, and I'm a little bit more familiar with where this address is. It looks like it's back towards my apartment, somewhere kind of in between here and that apartment. So I think it should be around the same as this order I just did. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on that one and continue on this roll, delivering with Bite Squad. So I just pulled into Hershey's Ice Cream Stop for that second order. As I mentioned, I thought it'd be a little bit faster than the first offer, and it turns out it was. It was about 2 miles away. It took me 6 minutes to get here. And having gotten that order immediately after dropping off my first order, I will say the workflow is nice to keep on moving, to keep getting these offers. $8 seems pretty standard. One thing I didn't mention is that I signed up for a block from 6 to 8 p.m. It's about 7:30 now, and I've gotten 2 of those offers in. Might be able to squeeze in just one more, but when you do sign up for those blocks, they give you a $1 bonus for each offer. I'm not sure if that's showing up already in the pay or if that comes in afterwards, but that's kind of a nice perk of scheduling ahead of time. So let's go ahead. I'm going to head in here to the ice cream shop, pick that up, and get it delivered to the customer as quickly as I can here, and then I'll fill you in on what pops up as my next offer. Hopefully something above $8. I'd really like to see an offer here. 12, 14, 15, 16 bucks would be a lot better to kind of cushion those earnings. So I've got this ice cream offer right here, and man, I'm excited for my customer to get that offer. It looks really delicious. One thing I noticed when I was picking it up is that there was a place for the customer to leave notes that asked for utensils. Made it easy for me to just check that off and make sure they gave those to me. So I'm going to head over to the customer's address and drop this off real quick. So that last offer was just delivered. Something weird popped up where my GPS wasn't working. The customer thought I was further away, so she called me and we squared that away pretty easily. But I'm kind of going to take the personal blame for that on my wireless network. I use Mint Mobile, super cheap if you're on a budget, but sometimes the data gets messed up. But I squared away that offer. I'm getting a few of them popping up. I'm noticing they are all $8, like no matter where I'm delivering to. And I'm having to plug in the address in my GPS to figure out if it's too far away. A lot of these end up being like 10, 12 miles away. There's still that $8 delivery, which is not worth it. So I'm gonna wait here and see if I get one that pops up that's a mile or two away, and I can do that. But otherwise, I'm not going to accept an $8 offer that expects me to drive 10 to 12 miles just to get to the restaurant. That's not worth my time frame, and it's a little bit cumbersome that I have to look it up in the maps to figure out whether it's worth my time. I do really like and appreciate in Uber Eats and Grubhub where I can just see automatically where I'm actually going to be to pick up that offer and that total miles driven. That is the biggest thing for me, and that's the biggest expense for us drivers is miles driven on the app. So I just had one pop up to Vino's Pizzeria, and it's above $8. It's $8.71. I must have got tipped or something, so I'm feeling a little bit better about this one. Also, I plugged it into the maps, and it's like a mile or less than a mile away. This actually makes sense. I will say my overall feel is that I'm getting a lot of offers coming in. It's a little annoying to have to plug those in, as I mentioned, but when I get offers like this that are super close and they pay 8 or 9 bucks, it's definitely worth my time. So I just pulled up to Vino's Pizzeria, and one thing that I didn't notice when I accepted this offer is that it wasn't supposed to be ready till after 8 p.m. and it's 7:45 right now. I went in and talked to the manager. He said it's about 5 minutes out, so not actually as bad of a waiting time as I thought it was going to be. Some of my overall thoughts on the app here is that I am getting a steady flow of offers. That's definitely good. They're all around that $8 mark. I'm not seeing a whole lot higher or lower than that. Consistency is good, I guess, but I would like to see more. I would like to see more fluctuation, being that there's a base pay for mileage. There should be surges coming in and customer tips on top of that. I'm wondering how that's all adding up to right around $8 every single time. Kind of weird, but definitely worth my time. I mean, not as user-friendly as the other apps out there. I do like more information, more easily digestible information when I'm accepting that offer and not having to go into maps to check that out myself. But I will say it's been some pretty good earnings tonight. I'm pretty happy with this app, and I will be trying it out a few more times. Definitely worth having in your arsenal, or if you get deactivated from another app, try out Bite Squad, try out the Waitr app, because you can probably get hired on pretty quick, and some of that downtime, if you don't want to be sitting around, you can use to deliver orders with this app instead. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.